We are here. It is the final game of the playoffs before the 2023 or 2024 postseason comes to an end with Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. It's the final game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. For Detroit, this marks their first appearance in Super Bowl 58. Marks the first appearance in the NFC Championship Game since the 1991 NFC Championship Game. For the San Francisco 49ers, they're looking for a little bit of redemption of their own. After getting bounced out of the NFC Championship Game by the Philadelphia Eagles, they're looking to have a strong performance in this season so that way they can potentially make it to the Super Bowl as well. A trip to face off against the Kansas City Chiefs is on the line for both teams. Welcome to Birds Nest Media's coverage of the NFC Championship Game between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. I'm Joe Donahue. Thank you so much for joining us. Getting started a little bit behind the eight ball here, so I appreciate your patience here as I'm trying to get a couple of last minute things going here. My hope was to broadcast to live stream the AFC Championship Game as well. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out for a variety of reasons, but we are here, and we are getting everything going here for this final game of Championship Sunday. So we're just hanging out here, getting ready. We've got looks like Detroit is, or might be starting with the ball here. Appreciate all of you for stopping by and joining us. Thanks for your patience here. I'm Joe Donahue. Hope you enjoy here. This is the last game of the championship weekend here, so we are just about to get things kicked off over in San Francisco. What were your thoughts about that early game? The Ravens versus Kansas City. For me, I can say at least the Ravens, when the Ravens kind of beat themselves. They were committing mistake after mistake after mistake, and that's really just disappointing for Baltimore fans because they had some chances, especially in the second half of the game, to really win the game. They had some chances, but mistakes throughout the entirety of the game really just frustrating. So it is 69 degrees over in San Francisco. Winds coming out of the northwest 5 miles an hour. 55% humidity. It's a beautiful day for a finale to NFC Championship Game. The Lions will get the ball to start the first half. 49ers are on to kick it away. And this game is underway, folks. And that is going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions will get the ball to start at their own 25-yard line. Now we got Jared Goff lining up under center. We got a man in motion, one back in the backfield. Goff standing up, making some changes. 10 seconds on the play clock. Goff takes a snap, dumps it off to Montgomery. Montgomery gonna bounce out to the outside, gets up to the 30-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. That was David Montgomery on the run. Jonah Jackson, the left guard for the Lions, is out with a knee injury, so he will not be starting. He instead, they've got Coyote, Awasika. Goff lines up under center, man in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery breaks 3 for the first down, gets up to the 40-yard line, down around the 45-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, but that is going to be a first down for the Lions. And they will actually spot it at the 44, so it's going to be 1st and 10 with 14 inside of 14 and a half minutes left to play in this first quarter. So it's going to be 1st and 10. We got the ball on the 44. Goff lines up under center, man in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Montgomery, tosses it, caught, gets into 49ers territory. That's Laporta, and down around the 42-yard line. It's going to be Laporta. That is a 1st and 10 for the Lions, and they get into 49ers territory. So we got 13 and a half left in this first quarter. Goff in the gun. Man in motion. Goff takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Montgomery, hands it off to number 9. Number 9 going to get out. It gets the first down, gets into the 35, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. That is Williams. That is Jamison Williams, and that is a touchdown for the Lions, and the Lions get a quick strike in this game. That was a fast-moving drive there, but they strike first and get the first touchdown of this game. So that is a touchdown for the Lions, Jamison Williams. Now they're on to kick the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. With 13-18 left to play in the first quarter, the Lions take an early lead. It is 7-0. So we had a quick first drive there. That took 1:42 for them to go 75 yards. Chunks of that coming off of passes to Laporta and Williams. That was a 42-yard touchdown pass from Goff to Williams there. So, big start for the Lions. They're coming out hungry. They haven't been to an NFC Championship game in over 30 years. They're looking to get their first ever appearance in a Super Bowl. And we'll see how things pan out there on that front. Glad you could be with us here. You could be watching this game anywhere. You could be watching this game on Fox. There are a number of other channels that are streaming this, but you are watching this game here, and I appreciate you. So please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. We predominantly provide Eagles coverage. But we definitely are definitely try to provide broader NFL coverage, and this is one of the ways that we're doing that with the playoff coverage that we are providing here. So. Both of these teams hoping for a chance to appear in Super Bowl 58, where they will take on the Kansas City Chiefs. For the Lions, again, this would be their first ever appearance in a Super Bowl. For the 49ers, this would be kind of a redemption tour. It'll give them an opportunity, if they were to win, to try to see what it would have been like in Super Bowl 57, because the 49ers were bounced out by the Eagles in the NFC Championship game last season. Definitely feel free to drop a comment in the chat with your thoughts about this game as it's progressing through. Would love to hear from you. So we got Fox on to kick this away. This is going to bring up the 49ers' first possession, and Fox is going to kick this out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the 49ers will get the ball to start on their own 25-yard line. And they're going to work. So you got Brock Purdy coming on. Christian McCaffrey lining up behind him as Purdy lines up under center. I formation. Man goes in motion. Purdy takes the snap, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to get up to the line of scrimmage and not much farther, maybe picks up a yard. And they will credit him for a yard, so that is going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the 49ers. Got 12:52, 12:51, 12:50, 12:49 left in this first quarter here. 2nd and 9. Purdy is in the gun. Back to his left. Man in motion. Purdy takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing. It's tipped at the line. Incomplete. He was looking for number 44, which would be Juszczyk, it looks like. And that will bring up 3rd down and 9 for the 49ers from their own 26-yard line. Got 12:39 left in this first quarter. We got Purdy in the gun. We got it back to his left. Purdy takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's looking. He is throwing, and it is going to be caught, and out of bounds is Brandon Ayuk, and that is going to be a first down, caught around the 37-yard line. And that is where the 49ers will pick up, so they do convert on that 3rd down. It is a 1st and 10 now for the 49ers. Yeah, that was a solid toe drag there. So now we've got Purdy in the gun. We've got McCaffrey going in motion, lining up next to Purdy's right. Purdy takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. Pressure coming. He's throwing. And that is nearly picked off. Nearly picked off by Sutton. Looking for Ayuk again. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 10. That Sutton had that. It was just a little bit off. And Purdy kind of overthrew Ayuk there, and Sutton was able to put himself into a position, just couldn't come down with it. So Purdy lines up under center, I formation. Now McCaffrey goes in motion. Purdy takes a snap. Back, looking, pressure coming. Purdy hit as he throws, but that is going to be caught by Deebo Samuel inside of Detroit Lions territory. Gets to the 48-yard line. And that is going to bring up a 49ers first down. So the 49ers moving the ball pretty quickly there as well. Purdy was hit as he threw by McNeil. Vildor was there on the stop for the 49ers, keep it from getting any farther. But that is going to bring up a 1st and 10 situation for the 49ers. Purdy's going to line up under center. We got McCaffrey in the backfield. We got a man in motion. Purdy making some changes. Play clock is winding down. Play clock at 0. They do get the snap off. Purdy takes a snap, does a quick dump off to McCaffrey, and McCaffrey going to get maybe a yard or two before he is marked down. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 8, it looks like. So you got 2nd and 8. Ball is on the Lions' 46-yard line. Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey lines up to his left. Purdy takes a snap, dumps it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to bounce outside, gets more on that one, gets down to about the 41-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and short for the 49ers. They will get down to the 41-yard line is where they're going to officially spot it. Detroit does have an injured player. It looks like it's going to be Barnes. That would be Derek Barnes, one of their linebackers, so hopefully he's okay. He's being tended to right on the sideline edge there, so again, hopefully he's okay. Definitely feel free to like and subscribe to Birds Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. Trying to get you some exciting content in the off season. And then again, just helps the channel grow, and really appreciate the support one way or the other. Liking, subscribing. Feel free to give a share. Share your social media pages. Again, it just helps. So again, tell me what your thought in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thoughts about this game. Thoughts about the early game, the Kansas City Chiefs victory over the Baltimore Ravens. That game was an interesting first half, and it was a little bit of a. I mean, scoring wise, the scoring ended after the first half, but it was a good game. In my opinion, I think the Ravens defeated themselves a little bit. They had opportunities, and they just weren't able to capitalize on them. So, I hate to see it, but mad props to the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Lamar Hunt Trophy. So, yeah, we're just hanging out here. We're in an injury timeout right now. We are back from the injury timeout. We got 10-15 left in this first quarter. Purdy lines up in the gun, back to his right. Purdy takes a snap, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to break through, does get the first down, gets down to about the 35-yard line. They will officially mark him down at the 34. It is 1st and 10 for the 49ers. We are at 9:53, 9:52, 9:51, 9:50 left in this first quarter. Purdy breaking the huddle. Purdy lines up in the gun. McCaffrey behind him. Man in motion. Purdy, 5 seconds left on the play clock. Takes a snap. Dumps it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to bounce outside. He's going to lose yards. Gets to about the 45-yard line, so he's going to lose a yard on that play. That will bring up 2nd down and 11 for the 49ers. So now we've got 2nd and 11. Purdy under center, back in the backfield. Purdy, 5 seconds on the play clock, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, back throwing, and it is tipped at the line, incomplete, brings up 3rd and 11 for the 49ers. It was tipped by Hutchinson, one of the linemen. Got his hand up there. Again, both teams playing very aggressively so far this game. 49ers being a little bit more patient. But now we've got a big 3rd down here. It's 3rd and 11. Ball's on the 35-yard line of the Lions. We got Purdy in the gun with an empty backfield. Purdy takes a snap. Back, looking, pressure coming. He throws. It is caught by Christian McCaffrey, but it is going to be well short of the first down marker. Gets to about the 30-yard line is where they're going to mark him down. That brings up 4th and 6, and that is most likely going to send the field goal unit on for the 49ers for a score. So we got 8:15, 8:14, 8:13 left in this first quarter here. 49ers field goal unit is on the field. They are going to attempt it is Moody who's the kicker. This is a 48-yard attempt. Moody's career long is 52. Moody's snap, hold, kick is up, and it is no good. It is wide right, and the Detroit Lions will take over. And that is disheartening if you are a 49ers fan. You had an opportunity to put points on the board. You were moving the ball pretty well as it was going through, but you're moving the ball pretty well, going down the field. It stalled out. You had an opportunity for points, and unfortunately, you miss it wide right. That's demoralizing, certainly for any team, especially when on the previous drive, the opponent went down the field for a touchdown. So that was a 12-play, 45-yard drive. Took 5 minutes and 24 seconds, but the 49ers have nothing to show for it. And now the Detroit Lions will take over at their own 38-yard line. So, again, appreciate y'all hanging out. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. You can share to your social media pages. Again, just feel free to drop a comment. Again, would love to hear your thoughts about the game as it's going on. Would especially love to hear about your thoughts certainly about this game. Also love to hear what you're thinking about for the Kansas City Chiefs versus Baltimore Ravens game that occurred earlier, where Kansas City did win 17-10. So Kansas City will be making its second straight appearance in a Super Bowl. The winner of this game will be their opponent. So the winner of this game, whether it be the 49ers, who are looking for a little bit of redemption after losing in the NFC Championship game last season, or the Detroit Lions, who are looking to make their first ever Super Bowl appearance. We shall see who it is. Definitely going to be an exciting game, one way or the other. If for no other reason than the stakes are just that high. So we got 7:54 left in the first quarter. The Lions are getting the ball on their own 38. Goff is under center. Man goes in motion. Man in the backfield. Goff takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's back. He's looking. He throws. It's caught by Laporta. Gets down to about the 43-yard line. Maybe the 44, depending on where they spot it. They will spot it at the 44. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Lions. Let me know who you're hoping for to win this game. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Drop a comment. Love to hear from you. Goff lines up under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Laporta in motion. Goff takes the snap. Hands it off. Going to bounce out to the outside. Gets into 49ers territory. Gets down to the 49-yard line. That would be Jahmyr Gibbs. That is a 7-yard pickup. Is a first down for the Lions. So the Lions are on the move. Got 6:55 left in this first quarter. It is 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball is on the San Francisco 49ers 49-yard line. Goff's in the gun. Got a man to his right. Goff takes a snap, throws. It is caught by Jahmyr Gibbs. It's behind the line of scrimmage, but Gibbs is going to get up to about the 45-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. He gets bounced out of bounds at the 45 by Nick Bosa, on the stop there. So the Detroit Lions are facing 2nd and 6. Both teams moving the ball very well on their opening drives. Lions hoping to repeat their performance, or at least the end result, on their first drive. Goff lines up under center. We got a back in the backfield. Play clock winding down. Goff takes a snap. Back, looking, throwing. And that is going to be caught. And that is going to get down to about the 35 to the 33-yard line. And that is David Montgomery again. And that is going to push us inside of 6 minutes left to play in this first quarter. But that is going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Lions. They do officially spot it at the 31-yard line. So we got Goff now in the gun. We got it back to his left. Goff calls for the football. He's back. He's looking. He throws. It is at the feet and incomplete of Jahmyr Gibbs. And that was behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Ball on the 31 of the 49ers. Clock stopped at 5:22. 2nd and 10. So we got Goff now in the gun. We got Gibbs to his right. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs going to try to cut up the middle, gets only a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Ball on the 30. Clock is running. We are inside of 5 minutes left in this first quarter. So we got Goff now in the gun. We got a back to his left. Man in motion. That would be St. Brown. Goff takes the snap. Back. Throws. Caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gets up to the 25, down to the 20. That is a first down for the Lions. They will officially mark him down at the 17. Brought down by Brown for the 49ers, but not before Amon-Ra St. Brown is able to pick up 13 yards. As well as a first down, keeps the drive alive for the Lions. Kyle Shanahan definitely disappointed. But now we've got 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball on the 17. Goff takes the snap. Back, looking, throwing, incomplete. Looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Might have been tipped at the line, but that is going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Got 3:59 left in this first quarter. So now we've got Goff in the gun. We've got Jahmyr Gibbs to his right. Goff takes the snap. Hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs going to bounce out to the outside. Gets up to the 15, to the 10, inside the 10 to the 7, and out of bounds at the 7. Going to bring up 1st and goal for the Lions. That was a 10-yard pickup by Jahmyr Gibbs. He's already got 18 yards on the night on 3 carries. Longest run technically was the Jameson Williams 42-yard run for a touchdown. Technically, because that was a backwards pass, it was a run play, but it is 1st and goal. Lions on the doorstep. Ball's on the 7. Goff is under center. Montgomery is in the backfield. Play clock winding down. Goff takes the snap. Hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to go up the middle to inside the 5 down to about the 1-yard line is where he's going to get brought down. Who do I have or want, Dan? Appreciate you stopping by. Personally, just because I would like to see them get their first ever Super Bowl appearance, I would like to see the Lions win. I would be happy with either team. The Lions, of course, would have a great story. 49ers, a little bitter about how the Eagles did in relationship to them, but mad props to the 49ers for the season they had. Goff under center. Back in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery, who is in for the touchdown. Hello, Dan. Yep. And the Lions score again. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. And that was a 5-minute, 20-second drive. So definitely a longer drive than their last one, but there we go. So they're on to kick the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. With 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter, the Detroit Lions have taken a 2-score lead. It is 14-0. All right, so we're just kind of hanging out right now. Yeah, I'm leaning Lions on this one. Just again, I'm. So there's that, and also in my opinion, you never count out the hot team with nothing to lose. And at this point, the Detroit Lions have absolutely nothing to lose, right? Because if they win this game, they're going to the Super Bowl. It's their first Super Bowl appearance ever. If they lose this game, well, it was still an incredibly successful season for them, winning the NFC North. Winning the NFC North, hosting the first playoff game ever at Ford Field, winning 2 playoff games to even get here. The Lions can pat themselves on the back even if they lose this game, but both teams coming out to play, and it's going to be an exciting game. Who are you hoping to win this game? Drop a comment. Would love to hear from you. we've got some 49ers fans that follow the channel, so I'm sure the 49ers fans in the house are hoping for a 49ers victory. All right, so we are back from commercial. Again, that was an 11 play, 62-yard drive. Took 5 minutes and 20 seconds. And now the Lions are set to kick this away. And that is going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the 49ers will get the ball to start on their own 25-yard line. And they're hoping for a better a better second drive than their first drive. Which ended in no points after Moody shanked the field goal. Lions all the way, Dan? All right. Okay, so we got Purdy in the gun. We got McCaffrey to his left. Purdy takes a snap, does a quick dump off to Samuel. Samuel going to bounce out to the outside, gets up to the 30 to the 34-yard line. That is going to bring up... actually, they will mark him out of bounds at the 31, so that is going to bring up 2nd and 4. We got 2:20 left in this first quarter. Ball is on the San Francisco 49ers 31-yard line. .206. Purdy under center takes a snap. Back. Looking. Pressure coming. Purdy going to throw. Throwing, and that is going to be caught by a wide open Juszczyk there down to the 46-yard line of the Detroit Lions. It's a 23-yard pickup, and that brings up 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Lions had a couple opportunities to get pressure on Purdy, but could not there. Purdy's going to line up under center. McCaffrey behind him. Purdy takes a snap, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to pick up about 3 on that. Again, both teams moving the ball pretty well so far. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Just a matter of 49ers hoping to get their first points of the game on this drive. We got a minute left in the first quarter. Second and 6. Ball is on the 42. Purdy under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to get inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line of the Lions. Clock is running. We got 38 seconds left in this first quarter. Now the officials are talking about stuff. Might have been a little bit of a scuffle. There was, in fact, a little bit of a scuffle there. Lions and 49ers players going at it. Purdy in the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Purdy takes a snap, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to pick up the first down, gets inside the 35, down to the 32-yard line. And that is going to do it for the first quarter. We are 15 minutes all the way through the game. And while the 49ers have had a couple of decent drives, it's been all Lions in the scoring, 14-0. Hang tight for me just 1 second here. one of the things I usually try to rely on to help me with these reactions, each home team for each game puts out a flip card, and that flip card, in most cases, includes pronunciations. In my case, for the 49ers, it did not. So I need the 49ers pronunciations for Juszczyk, Kyle Juszczyk. Okay. I feel I place a really high importance on being able to pronounce people's names correctly. So when I'm not sure, I want to try to make sure that I'm doing that. So fortunately, the NFL at the beginning of the year put out a book with everybody's pronunciations. So I'm gonna have to use that for a few of the folks. So we're 15 minutes of the way through this game. What are your thoughts? Yeah, Dan, I do think that Lions-Chiefs Super Bowl would be a difficult game to pick. That would be a good game. But yeah, either team would be fine. Definitely also please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel. If this is your first time here, really helps out. "15 minutes of the way through the game, the referees have been silent. The referee for this game is Clete Blakeman. Umpire Barry Anderson, down judge Dana McKenzie, line judge Rusty Baines, field judge Anthony Fleming, side judge Chad Hill, back judge Grantice Bell." No worries. All right, so 1st and 10. Purdy takes a snap, dumps it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to get picked up 1st and 10. Gets down inside of the 10-yard line, down to the 5 for Detroit. That is a 28-yard pickup. And some really, really solid running there by McCaffrey. Some not so great running for the, not so great tackling for the Lions. 1st and goal for the 49ers. Purdy under center, backs in the backfield. Purdy takes a snap, hands it off. It's going to get up to about the 1-yard line. That is Juszczyk, actually. That gets up to the 2 is where they're going to spot him. So it's going to bring up 2nd and goal for the 49ers at the Lions 2. Appreciate y'all stopping by again. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. I hear you, Dan. All right. Purdy under center. It's 2nd and goal. Purdy takes a snap. Hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey is in for the touchdown, and that puts the 49ers on the board. So the 49ers strike back with their first touchdown of this game. Now they've got Moody on to kick the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. With 13 minutes and 49 seconds left to play in this second quarter, the 49ers pull it to a 1-score game. But it's still Detroit's game right now. The Detroit Lions 14, the San Francisco 49ers 7. Okay, so Washington beat the Lions in a playoff game 8 years later, okay? Yeah, NCAA does not count the kneel against rushing yards. Yeah, but the NFL does. The NFL does consider those to be rushing statistics for the quarterback. So good, good. Glad we're caught up there, Dan. Alrighty. No worries. No worries. No worries. That was an 8-play, 75-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So again, both teams doing a very good job of moving the ball. Unfortunately, and both teams actually boo 49ers. No worries. I mean, as an Eagles fan, I'm a little bitter that the about how the Eagles finished in relation to the 49ers, but I can't discount the 49ers performance this season. The 49ers did an incredible job, and they were of being able to finish in that number one seed. They took advantage of the opportunities, so that's why they're hosting playoff games all throughout the season, and why they have the wild card round off. But we're just hanging out right now. Drop a comment in the chat if you're new here and would like to sound off on who you got to win this game. Love to hear from you. If you've also got thoughts about the early game, would love to hear from you about that. Both teams here looking to punch their ticket to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. The 49ers looking to, again, try to get to this game after or trying to win this game, win the NFC Championship after losing to the Eagles in this game last season due to injured quarterbacks mostly. And then the Detroit Lions looking to get their first ever appearance in a Super Bowl. They have not had one yet, so it's going to be an important game for both teams here. We are back. The Detroit that kickoff went out of the back of the end zone for a touchback, so the Detroit Lions will start from their own 25-yard line. And the Lions hoping to answer back. So Goff lining up under center, back in the backfield. St. Brown goes in motion to the far side. Goff calls for the football, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to turn upfield, gets a first down, gets down to about the 39-yard line. That was a solid 14-yard pickup there for the Lions. Brings up first down and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Montgomery already has 40 rushing yards in this game on 5 carries. (13-18) left in this first half. Goff lines up under center, back in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, dumps it off to Montgomery, and it's a little bit of a flea flicker. Goff going deep, looking for Jameson. No, not Jameson Williams, but it doesn't matter. He well underthrew him. And that he was looking for Reynolds. I apologize. Going for deep and did not get it. That was Josh Reynolds that he had. And Reynolds had to kind of cut back in there, and Goff kind of well underthrew him. They're showing the replay now. He was underthrown by about 5 yards at least. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Goff in the gun, back to his left. Goff takes a snap, back, looking, throwing, and that is going to be caught. No, it's not. It's going to be incomplete. Bounces out of the hands of Amon-Ra St. Brown, who would have had the first down if he was able to hold on to that football. 13:01 left in this first half, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. A little bit of double coverage there by the 49ers. Warner is credited with the pass breakup. So now we got 3rd and 10. Goff lining up in the gun. We've got Montgomery to his right. Goff takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. Pressure coming. Throws caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he does pick up the first down and gets to midfield. So that is 1st and 10 for the Lions at the midfield marker, 50-yard line. We got 12 and a half minutes left to play in this first half. Goff lines up under center. I formation behind him. Goff takes a snap, doesn't put it off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing else. Might even lose a little bit there. See where they actually spot it. They will spot it 2nd and 10 from the 50. So we got 12 minutes left to play in this first half. Lions looking to keep the drive alive again here. They've been split down the middle in terms of play selection. 50% run, 50% pass. Goff in the gun, back to his right. Goff takes a snap. Back, looking, pressure coming. Goff is going to get sacked. He's going to lose about 5 yards there. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 15. So Lions moving backwards a little bit on this set of downs. And that credit is going to go to Nick Bosa for the sack. Bosa just kind of came in free there. Goff really didn't have any chance of avoiding that one. So we got 3rd and 15. Ball's on the Detroit 45. Got 11-10 left in this first half. Goff is in the gun with an empty backfield. Goff takes a snap. Back, looking, throwing. That is going to be caught by Laporta. Gets into the 49ers territory, but not nearly close enough to the first down marker. Gets only to the 46-yard line. And that is going to bring up 4th down, and we'll see what the Lions decide to do here. Dre Greenlaw was there on the stop to keep him from getting farther, and it looked like Greenlaw got a little bit shaken up on the play, so he was able to get to the sideline. In some degree of pain there, though. But again, hopefully he's okay. And that is going to send the punting unit on for the Lions. So the 49ers will take over. Clock is running. We got 10:49, 10:48, 10:47, 10:46, 10:45 left in the first half here. First punt by either team. .25. And the kick is away. And that is going to get fair caught at the 11-yard line. And that is where the 49ers will go to work. So they will actually mark him fair caught at the 12. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the 49ers from the 12-yard line. We got 10:17 left to play in this first half. And the 49ers are going to go back to work. Again, please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. Am I streaming the Super Bowl? I do not believe I'm going to be doing that now. Um, yeah, I am going to most likely, barring something wildly unforeseen, going to be out of the area, unfortunately. There is a non-zero chance I might stream the Pro Bowl, but that is also unlikely at this point. So this will most likely be the last live. Most likely this will be the last live stream game of the year. Viva Las Vegas! Yep, absolutely. All right, so we now have Purdy lining up in the gun. We got it back to his right. It is going to be 1st and 10. Ball's on the 12. Purdy takes a snap. Back, looking, throwing, caught by Christian McCaffrey at the 16-yard line. So that is a 4-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and 6. They're actually going to mark him down at the 17-yard line, so that's going to be 2nd and 5, actually. I don't blame you on that one, Dan. I don't blame you on not being interested in the Pro Bowl. So we got Purdy under center. We got a back in the backfield. Purdy takes a snap, hands it off to Deebo Samuel. Samuel going to bounce outside, picks up the first down, gets to about the 24. Clock is running. We are inside of 9 minutes and 25 seconds left to play in this first half here. All right, so we're down to 9 minutes left in the first half. We got Purdy in the gun. We got a back to his left. That would be McCaffrey. Man in motion. Purdy takes a snap. Back looking. Throwing. Overthrows Brandon Ayuk. Incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah, 49ers waking up. Well, again, their drives. I mean, their drives have been pretty good. The only reason why they didn't get points on the first drive was because it stalled out, and then the 49ers shanked a field goal wide right. So we got Purdy under center. We got a back in the backfield. Play clock winding down. Purdy takes a snap. Back. Looking. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws and overthrows Brandon Ayuk. Incomplete. That is going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the 49ers. We got 8:47 left in this first half. Detroit looking for a big stop here. 49ers looking to keep this drive alive. So we got Purdy in the gun. We got a back to his left. Purdy takes a snap. Pressure coming, pocket collapsing, throws, and that is intercepted. Going to be picked off, gets down to the 30, down to the 25, out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And that is Rodriguez on the interception, and another 49ers drive. There is a flag down here, so we're going to check on this flag. The officials are sorting it out right now. We do have a flag on the field. Pending the flag, it is an interception. So it's unnecessary roughness on the Detroit Lions, but it comes after the interception. So Detroit does, so that's going to be taken off of the interception run. Detroit does keep the football on that. They got C.J. Gardner-Johnson for an illegal blindside block. So, former Eagle. But that is going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions. Ball is now on the 49ers 46. Goff in the gun, takes a snap, hands it off to Jahmyr Gibbs, who's going to lose 5 yards and gets pushed back into Lions territory. So that's a big yikes there. It's going to be 2nd and 15 from the Detroit 49. Goff in the gun, takes a snap, back, looking, throws, caught by Laporta. Laporta going to pick up the first down, gets to about the 35-yard line is where they will mark him down. That is going to bring up a Lions first down. Just trying to find out when the last time Brock Purdy has been intercepted. Hasn't been intercepted since the Baltimore Ravens. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs is going to pick up 2. Yeah, Purdy was picked off 4 times against the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas Day, and that was that for them. They will credit him to the 32, so it's 2nd and 7. We got 6:45-ish left in this first half of this game. Goff is in the gun with an empty backfield. Goff takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing. And that is going to be caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. And the Lions pick up another first down. Lions are moving the football here. Again, both teams moving the ball pretty well for the most part. Just some unfortunate breaks and some bad mistakes by the 49ers is what's keeping them from having more points on the board right now. Goff lines up under center, back in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, dumps it off to Gibbs. Gibbs going to bounce out to the outside, gets inside the 10, down to the 5, and into the end zone is Gibbs for the touchdown. And the Lions, once again, score. They make the San Francisco 49ers pay for the interception. And now you've got Badgley on to kick the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. So with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left to play in this first half, the Detroit Lions have made it a 2-score game after capitalizing on an interception. It is 21-14 in favor of the Lions. It was a 5-play, 46-yard drive. Took 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Yeah, they must have watched that. They must have watched that Niners-Ravens game tape. Yeah, because this is already an exciting game. So definitely feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. Going to try to bring you some exciting content in the off season, Eagles related, NFL related. We'll try to get a good mix of stuff going on there. And then, yeah, definitely feel free to drop a comment in who you're feeling for this game. Do you think the Lions keep their lead going? Do you think the 49ers stage a comeback? We got plenty of game left to play with 5:54 left in the second quarter. So, definitely also feel free to drop a comment also if you caught the early game. Want to weigh in on that? Love to hear from you on that as well. Ford Field is holding a watch party right now for this game, and on that interception and that touchdown, they went wild. Dan, I hear you on that one. All right, kick is away for the Lions, and that is going to get fielded in the end zone for a touchback, so the 49ers are going to take over. So we got 5:54 left in the first half. Ball is on the 49ers 25. Purdy is in the gun. We got a back to his left. Man in motion. Purdy takes a snap. Back. Looking, firing, and that is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Christian McCaffrey. Short left, and unfortunately was not able to, was kind of at his feet, actually. So incomplete, brings up second down. No worries. I hear you, Dan. So you got 5:50 left in the first half here. Clock is stopped. Ball's on the 25. It's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey in the gun. Back to his right. McCaffrey takes a snap. Hands it off to... Purdy takes a snap. Hands it off to McCaffrey. Who's going to get back to the line of scrimmage with nothing there. So... 5:40, 5:39, 5:38, 5:37, 5:36, 5:35 left in this first half. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the 49ers. So we got Purdy in the gun. Back to his left. Purdy takes a snap. Back, looking, pressure coming. Purdy's going to roll out to his left, throws an incomplete. He was looking for a couple of people there. Closest one to catch that was Brandon Ayuk, but he could not haul that in, and that is going to bring up 4th down, so that is a 3-and-out for the 49ers, which at this stage of the game right now, not exactly what you're looking for. Down 2 scores. I know there's still plenty of game left to play here, but given both teams, especially in the first quarter, were moving the ball very, very well. We'll see what happens here. Wisnowski is on to kick this away for the 49ers, on to punt it away. And he gives it the boot. And that is going to get fielded at the 20-yard line, and that's going to get brought up to about the 30-yard line before he is pushed out of bounds. And that is going to bring up the Lions now. Lions are going to get the ball at their own 29-yard line. with 4:59 left in the first half. Now, I will make this comment. The 49ers do get the ball to start the second. Or to start the second half. So, that's something that they can count in their favor here. Appreciate you all again stopping by. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. We're trying to grow, trying to keep doing this. Just this past week, we celebrated our 1-year anniversary of the Bird's Nest Media channel and the Bird's Nest Media website, which we have at birdsnestmedia.com. Founded right in the wake of the NFC Championship Game, last season. So right around this time is always a special time for Bird's Nest Media. And I appreciate you all for coming by and supporting the channel. So again, if you have not already, please feel free to like and subscribe and help sustain some future growth for us. Trying to get you some awesome content for the off season. We're just hanging out right now, though. We're in a commercial break, so they're doing all the advertisements for new TV shows and returning TV shows. Due to the writer's strike that occurred over this past summer, a lot of those shows that normally air on CBS and Fox didn't air in the fall, so those shows coming back for the spring. So again, we're just hanging out here. 4:59 left to play in this first half. The Lions have the ball on their own 29-yard line. It is 1st and 10. Lions offense has taken the field. Goff is going to line up under center. We got a back in the backfield. St. Brown going in motion. Goff takes a snap. Hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to power forward, picks up about 5 yards before he's finally brought down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We got 4:49, 4:48, 4:47, 4:46, 4:45 left in this first half. With that, Montgomery actually becomes the leading receiver so far this game. 7 carries, 45 yards. Average of 6.4 carry. His longest was 15. Before that, the leading rusher was Jamison Williams on the 42-yard run. Goff under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery again. He's going to power forward, gets the first down, gets up to the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up 1st and 10. Clock is still running. 4:10 left to play in this first half. Lions moving the ball again pretty well here. Goff lines up under center, back in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery gets up to the 45, gets up to the 49-yard line before he's brought down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 for the Lions. We're going to be approaching the 3-minute mark by the time this ball gets snapped. Lions already have 133 rushing yards on this game. The San Francisco 49ers have just 39. Goff under center, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Montgomery. Goff throws, caught by Montgomery into 49ers territory down to the 46-yard line. That's where they're going to finally stop him. They will actually credit him to the 45 with the tackle, so that is going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions from the 45-yard line. Dan, yeah, you did miss the Niners punt. Yep. So Goff lines up under center, back in the backfield. Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs going to roll out to the outside, and he's going to lose about 3. They will actually mark him down, only losing 2. Gets back to the 49ers' 47-yard line. So we are going to hit the 2-minute warning most likely here, folks. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. That is where we're at. It's 21-7 in favor of the Detroit Lions right now. Yeah, so the Detroit Lions, their time of their possessions have been all for they've all ended in scores except for one. So it was touchdown, touchdown, punt, and touchdown. All three of them, all three of the touchdowns were rushing touchdowns. One by Jameson Williams, one by David Montgomery, and one by Jahmyr Gibbs. The 49ers have had a little bit less success on their drives, on their 4 drives so far this game. They've had their first drive ended in a missed field goal, then was their touchdown, then it ended in an interception, and then it was a punt. So yeah, their last drive was the punt, Dan. So you missed a 3 and out. When we come back from the 2-minute warning commercial break, it's going to be 2nd and 12 with the ball on the 49ers' 47-yard line. Try saying that. Try saying the last part of that sentence 10 times fast. McCaffrey, 10 carries, 29 yards so far this game. He also has the lone touchdown for the 49ers. So that's what he's been doing. Brock Purdy, 7 for 15 for 93 yards in the air, 1 pick. McCaffrey has also had 3 catches on 4 targets for 38 yards. So those are the top stats for the 49ers right now. We'll give you a full statistical rundown of the first half, and once the first half comes to a conclusion here, as is our custom here at Birds Nest Media when we do live game coverage. So again, please feel free to like and subscribe to Birds Nest Media. Again, really helps the channel out. Again, the winner of this game looking to advance to take on the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Lions looking for their first ever trip there. 49ers looking to redeem themselves from last year's NFC Championship performance. We are back from the 2-minute warning commercial break. Goff in the gun, back to his right. Goff takes a snap, back, looking, firing, and incomplete. He was looking for Sam Laporta deep down the left field sideline. Unfortunately, overthrow him. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 12. Ball is on the 49ers' 47-yard line. The 131 rushing yards that the San Francisco 49ers have allowed in the first half so far is the most under Kyle Shanahan. So we got Goff now lining up in the gun. We got Jahmyr Gibbs lining up to his right. Play clock is winding down. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs gonna run, gets inside the 40, down to the 35, picks up the first down and out of bounds with 1:50 left in this first half. The Lions pick up the first down and it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 34. So from 3rd and 12 to 1st and 10, that was a 13-yard pickup. Gutsy call there for a run, but, I mean, the 49ers have been allowing a lot of rushing yards to this Lions offense. Lions have 238 total offensive yards so far compared to the 49ers' 132. Goff, under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff back, looking, and is going to get sacked. He's going to lose a bunch there. That sack delivered by Nick Bosa. Bosa has now sacked Goff twice this game. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 18 for the Lions. Both teams, and actually it looks like the Lions actually, the 49ers actually took a timeout. Yeah, they just took their first timeout of the half. So that's going to stop the clock at 1:43. Again, we're just hanging out here. Again, appreciate you stopping by. Yep. Goff in the gun. Back to his right. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to get back to the line of scrimmage and get stopped there. So that is going to bring up 3rd and 18. We got 1:38 left, and somebody, the 49ers just burned their second timeout, so they have one remaining for this half. '49ers obviously looking to keep some clock so they can hopefully get some kind of a score before the half is out. They do get the ball to start the second half. So Detroit Lions need to get to the 26-yard line, it looks like. Or I'm sorry, the 24-yard line, my bad. Goff takes a snap, back, looking, firing a strike. That is a first down. That is Amon-Ra. St. Brown gets down to the 20-yard line. Hey there, good to see you. And Seistrom. Yep, Lions are moving the ball right now. 1st and 10 down at the 19-yard line for the Lions. Lions getting into the red zone once again here. So we have 1:08 left in this first half. Lions once again knocking on the door. Goff lines up under center. We got a back in the backfield. Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to go forward, picks up about, where did they spot that? They spot that at the 15-yard line is where he's marked down. So that is going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Clock is running. We are inside of 40 seconds left in this first half. Lions do have all 3 timeouts. And someone's burning one, it looks like. There's some clock stoppage going on here because they just cut to a commercial. Good to see you all here. Again, thanks so much for stopping by. Please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. Really helps the channel out. So you got 2nd and 7 now. Ball is on the 49ers' 16-yard line. 49ers hoping for a stop right here so that way they can take the field with some time left on the clock. Lions looking to put some more distance between them and the 49ers before halftime. There was a stoppage for a, looks like might have been a clock-related issue. All right. So we have 47 seconds left in this first half. Goff lines up in the gun back to his right. Goff calls for the football. He's back. He's looking. He's looking. He's still looking. He's going to fire for the end zone and incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs, and he just kind of threw a strike and overthrew him. That is going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Lions. He had Jahmyr Gibbs open and just could not get it, and kind of misses his target a little too far to the left there. And it was a bullet of a pass. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 with 33 seconds left to play in this first half. Goff lines up in the gun, Gibbs to his right. Goff takes a snap. He's back, he's looking, he's firing, and that is going to be caught for the first down, and out of bounds is Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that is a first down for the Detroit Lions, and it's going to actually be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line with inside of a half a minute left to play in this first half of this game. Again, the 49ers do get the ball to start the second half. 28 seconds left in the second quarter here. Goff in the gun, back to his right. Goff takes a snap, back, looking, throwing for the back of the end zone, incomplete, looking for Sam Laporta. He was in double coverage, could not find him, kind of overthrew him. 24 seconds left in this first half. I don't know, if I'm the Lions here, I'm just running the football at this point. 49ers have given up an incredible amount. Charlene, thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate you stopping by here. So we got Goff in the gun. Goff takes a snap, hands it off, and is going to pick up about 2, maybe. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 6, so they will spot it at the 6. So he really only picks up 1. That clock is now stopped because Detroit is going to take their first timeout. So it's going to be 3rd and goal, and we're going to see what happens here. Hey there. Goff in the gun, takes a snap, back, looking, throwing, caught by Gibbs. Gibbs is going to pick up about 5 there, but it does not get into the end zone, so it's going to bring up 4th and goal. The Lions take a timeout. So they've got 1 remaining, but this is very likely, with 10 seconds left, very likely going to be the 10 seconds left, 4th and goal. This is very likely going to wind up being a field goal try here. Yep, they're going to send Badgley on to attempt the attempt a field goal. It's going to be a little chip shot for him. It's going to be from the 3-yard line here, so 49ers probably going to try to ice him. It's a 21-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. So with 7 seconds left to play in this first half, the San Francisco 49ers put some more points on the board. The Detroit Lions put some more points on the board. My bad. It is 24-7. The Lions are moving. Lions had a great first half. Dan Campbell definitely celebrating. Lions finished the season 12-5. That is tied for the most wins in team history. And that is after finishing 13-1 just 2 seasons ago. Thanks so much for the celebration things and the emojis there, folks, and the hearts. Appreciate you stopping by. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. '49ers will get the ball to start the second half. So that ball's going to get kicked off, and it's going to get fielded in the end zone and brought out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, down to the 35. A flag comes flying in right as the runner is tackled. So we're going to check in on this flag and see what's going on with that. Figuring out what this flag, they're going to probably call this flag, but it should, I don't think it's going to be enforced until, we'll see what happens. Oh, the half cannot end on a defensive penalty, so whatever the penalty is, we'll figure this out here. Looks like it might be some kind of holding based on how the officials are gesturing, but if this was a Lions penalty, the half cannot end on a Lions penalty here. Okay, so the holding penalty was called against the 49ers, but it was called with 2 seconds left on the clock here. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kneel this one here. Bub Bag, personally, I think the Lions are... I've had the Lions to go in on this one. And that's been mostly because the Lions are the hot team with nothing to lose, and I can never bet against them. Honestly, I think both teams have a really... Going into this game, I thought both teams have a really good shot. We are at halftime at this point, folks. But yeah, both teams I thought had a pretty good shot. It's really just when you're at this point now, certainly the Lions are incredibly more favored to win this game with 30 minutes of play under our belts. You want the 49ers to win? Again, I can see that. Again, the 49ers, they've got some opportunities to play for as well. This Brock Purdy would be the lowest drafted quarterback ever to make the Super Bowl. And it is still early. I mean, we've got 30 minutes of football left to play here, so we've got some time. We got some time, and again, if you're in the chat and you'd love to, you want to chime in, definitely feel free to chime in. Would love to hear from you. We are at halftime, and we're going to we'll do a little bit of a pull up my stats board here. We'll do a quick summary of this game here from a statistical standpoint, because really, for the most part, if you look at this game, it's been there have been some things that have this game has felt a little bit more even than it should have been, but when you actually look at the game, it's kind of been like no. It's just been some bad mistakes by the 49ers that have denied them opportunities. So you got, I mean, this is a pretty big discrepancy here in terms of stats. 280 yards of offense in the first half for the Detroit Lions compared to 131 yards of offense for the San Francisco 49ers. The Lions are coming out, and they're coming out strong here for this. And then I also will always very quickly look at the time of possession, and the time of possession for this game right now is 18 minutes and 9 seconds for the Lions compared to 11 minutes and 51 seconds for the 49ers. Now we'll see how the second half goes, if that stat gets any more even, but it's definitely a little lopsided in favor of the Lions right now. Rushing yards, again, huge discrepancy here. They shared this information earlier in the broadcast, but 148 yards of rushing for the Lions is the most that the 49ers have allowed under Kyle Shanahan in the first half of the game. 38 yards of rushing the offense for the 49ers is not great, not a good look. And then 132 yards of passing for the Lions compared to 93 for the 49ers. Purdy is Nick Mullins now. I hear you. Yes, Bubag I am watching on Fox on Channel 13. And I have Fios, so I'm watching it. So if you want to get a guess on what my delay is, that's my delay. All right, so we got Brock Purdy, 7 for 15, 93 yards, 1 interception. Not great stats for Purdy. For McCaffrey, again, because that was asked about earlier, we got 10. Did I see the Good Day Utah Connor shell? No, I did not. I did not catch that. I was a little occupied this morning, so I didn't really get to see any of the morning TV. Yeah, so you got McCaffrey, 10 carries for 29 yards, 1 touchdown. Deebo Samuel and Kyle Juszczyk both getting into the run game. But both of them have 1 carry for 7 and 3 yards apiece. Do I watch Good Day Utah? No, I'm actually based out of Philadelphia. So I see good. It would have been Good Day Philadelphia would have been my morning Fox program, but I did not catch Good Day Utah. Yeah, so the 49ers, again, I mean, unfortunately, it's just been mistakes. There have been some key mistakes at critical moments, and Purdy is underperforming a little bit in the passing game. Meanwhile, in the Lions, they've been capitalizing on their opportunities. They came out, and both teams actually. You watch Good Day Utah to catch on a break. All right, well, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, again, I'm not in Utah, so I can't really speak to Utah's television programming, unfortunately. But yeah, the Lions they've been capitalizing on their opportunities in this game, and they came out, and again for me, they've played like the hot team with nothing to lose, because they're coming out, they're playing aggressively, and the 49ers were playing aggressively in the first quarter of the game, but they kind of seem to have gotten away from that a little bit. They were moving the ball pretty well in the second quarter. They really didn't. But yeah, the Lions are doing pretty well in terms of moving the football. Jared Goff, 13 for 20, 145 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions in the passing game. The run game has kind of evened out, definitely in favor of the running backs. So for a while in the first half of this game, actually the leading running back was Jamison Williams, who had 1 carry for 42 yards. That was the 42-yard touchdown run. Since then, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs have both kind of evened that out. Montgomery, 9 carries for 60 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, 11 carries for 46 yards, also with a touchdown. We'll see. We'll see how the 49ers do. I'm the biggest thing that I'm looking for is a good game. Personally, I would like the Lions to win, but if the 49ers win, I'm all fine with that. Again, they they earned it this year. They were an incredible team this year, and I mean the Eagles lost to them, and they were the team that kind of laid out. I mean, Christian McCaffrey said that he laid out a play that the team laid out a playbook. I think it was Christian McCaffrey for how to beat the Eagles, and the rest of the league seemed to have followed that, because the rest of the league, the rest of the games, the Eagles got demolished. But yeah, the biggest thing that I want out of this game is a good game. I would love to see a good game. Everything else is second. If the team that I'm hoping for wins, fine. If they're great. If the team that I'm not hoping for wins, fine. I'm still cool with seeing them in the Super Bowl, because again, they would have earned it, especially after the performance they put up in this half. Amon-Ra St. Brown has been the leading receiver, 5 catches on 7 targets for 73 yards. Sam Laporte has been next, 4 catches on 6 targets for 45 yards. Again, none of the touchdowns were through the air. So expect the 49ers to get on the board a few times this half. Yeah, they'll probably shape up. Excuse me. They'll probably shape up, turn their performance around. Besides the interception by Rodriguez, there have been no turnovers. And let me just take a quick look at something here. Let me grab those offenses detailed statistics. Jared Goff has been sacked twice, both of those sacks coming from Nick Bosa. Brock Purdy has not yet been sacked, so that could be another big difference maker here. Is if the 49ers are able to continue to get to Brock Purdy, if the 49ers are able to continue to get to Jared Goff, it very easily could become a much more even game. But if the 49ers continue to allow the Detroit Lions to move the ball as efficiently as they have throughout the course of this game, then it's very likely that we'll wind up seeing some challenges. First quarter, definitely a little bit more even, but it kind of a little bit more even still in the Lions' favor. With 137 yards of offense for the Lions compared to 87 yards of offense for the 49ers. Each team was able to get into the red zone once. Each team was able to get some scores, or at least one score. And then the game, like 7:02 to 7:58 in terms of time of possession. Lions actually lost the time of possession battle in the first quarter. Now they wildly won it in the second, but it was really the second quarter that was the problem. But yeah, the Niners are going to need to rely a lot more on McCaffrey. I agree with you, Dan. They're going to need to rely a lot more on the run game. Ignacio, you want the Lions to win, or the 49ers to win this? Yeah, well, I appreciate you. And, the 49ers, again, they would be a good team to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We will see what happens there. 49ers, again, they're playing for a little bit of redemption themselves. They are playing for some of the they're playing for their own kind of, what's the word? They're playing to redeem themselves from last season, right? They made it to this game last season. They spent the entirety of last season commenting the offseason last season, commenting about how like they would have won the NFC Championship game if they had their quarterbacks in, because of course the Eagles knocked Brock Purdy out, and then they knocked Trey Lance out, and then they had to bring Brock Purdy back in again. So the Eagles were playing a 49ers offense that couldn't pass the football, so they only really needed to defend against the run. So the 49ers looking to come back. They're saying, okay, they're trying to put their money where their mouth is in this game, and right now they have not done so. But they are still very much in this. I'm not counting them out right now. It's 24-7, but there's still 30 minutes of play, and the 49ers are going to get the ball to start the second half. So you did not hear me there just count them out. If this first half is emblematic of how the rest of the game is going to go, this is not going to be a good night for the 49ers. It just is not. But they need to turn it around, and I mean, they very well could. I mean, they did not get to be the number one seed in the NFC for nothing, right? And they didn't get to do that just by walking over bad teams. So they are very much still in this, and we will see what winds up happening when we come back from this halftime and go into the final 30 minutes of play here. And what I'm going to say here, too, on this particular topic, right? So we had the early game where Kansas City was facing off against the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens had opportunities to win that game. And why didn't they win that game? Because of their own mistakes. If the 49ers are not able to bounce back from this deficit and are not able to win this game, it's going to be because the Lions were a better team, but it's also going to be because the 49ers did not. The 49ers kept shooting themselves in the foot, and they did so quite a bit in the first half. I mean, the missed field goal, the interception, the stalled drive, they didn't seem to get anything going in the second half. That's a problem. But they are still very much in this. Both teams are still very much in this. Just because it's Detroit's football right now, just because it's Detroit's game right now, doesn't mean that they cannot, that the 49ers cannot come back. So we are back, and the Lions are getting ready to kick this away. And that is going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. So we are now back into football here, folks. We got 30 minutes of play left. We are at the start of the third quarter, and the 49ers will get the ball to start on their own 25-yard line. So Purdy going to line up under center. We got McCaffrey in the backfield. Purdy sends a man in motion, calls for the football, dumps it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to bounce out to the outside. McCaffrey going to get up to about the 34-yard line before he's brought down. They will actually mark him down at the 33, so it's going to be 2nd and 2 for the 49ers from the 33-yard line. Would I consider the 49ers a big play team? Kinda. Purdy under center, fakes the handoff, back, looking, throwing. That is caught by Deebo Samuel into Lions territory. I mean, that was a big play, so they have a potential to be a big play team. Deebo Samuel running a little bit of a crossing route there, able to break free of Sutton there, and is able to pick up 26 yards on that. Gets down to the Lions 41. The 49ers looking to make a statement on this opening drive here. We are at 14:03 left in the third quarter. Purdy in the gun. Got McCaffrey to his left. Purdy takes a snap, back, looking, throws, caught by Samuel behind the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, and is able to get up to the 32-yard line of the Detroit Lions. That is going to bring up a 2nd and 1 situation for the 49ers. So we got 13, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. left in the third quarter here. 2nd and 1. Purdy under center. Back in the backfield. Purdy. Man in motion. Takes a snap. Fakes a handoff to McCaffrey and then dumps it off to Samuel, who is going to lose about 5 on that play. They're actually going to mark him down at the 35, so it's 3rd and 4, but that's moving backwards there. If you're the 49ers, right now you cannot afford to be moving backwards. A little bit of a trick play there, a little bit of misdirection regarding where the ball was going, but they were not able to fool the Lions, who were able to get into the backfield and drop Samuel in the backfield for a loss of 4. So now we got Purdy in the gun. It's 3rd and 4, empty backfield. Purdy takes a snap. Back looking, pressure coming. Purdy going to take off, and he's going to throw, and that's going to get caught by Jennings there, and that is going to be an 8-yard pickup. Does give the 49ers a first down. So it's 1st and 10. Ball is on the 27-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Purdy lines up in the gun. We got McCaffrey to his right. Purdy. Play clock winding down. Calls for the football. Takes a snap. Hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to bounce outside. Gets up to about the 25-yard line before he is dropped. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Sun is setting over there at Levi's Stadium. Got 11:23, 11:22, 11:21, 11:20 left in the third quarter here. Purdy in the gun, back split around him. Purdy takes a snap, back looking, pressure coming. Purdy throwing, incomplete. Is looking for Juszczyk and overthrow him. Almost had a Brian Branch pick there, but that is going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the 49ers. Clock is stopped at 11:11. And the 49ers will bring up 3rd and 8 on their own 25. Or on the Lions 25, I apologize. Got Purdy in the gun. Purdy takes a snap. Back looking, throwing. Overthrows Juszczyk. Incomplete. And that is going to bring up 4th down. And that'll send the field goal unit on to attempt the field goal. Get something out of this drive. The rookie Jake Moody is on to kick the field goal. This is going to be a little bit shorter than his last attempt, which was 48 yards. That one was the one that he shanked wide right. So we're going to see this one is a little bit shorter. It's going to be a 43-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up, and this one is down the middle and good. So the 49ers draw the first points of the second half. But it's still a 2-score game. It is the... it was down the middle, Dan. It was the Detroit Lions 24, San Francisco 49ers 10. That was a 9-play, 50-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 58 seconds. And it ended in the field goal. So, that's where we're at. No worries, Dan. No worries. Appreciate the... rabid fandom attempt. Just as nervous as the Detroit fans that might have been sitting behind the field goal trying to do have the signs pointing in the other direction. Or like when I was a student, or when I was in college, our college basketball team would sit in the student section, and when the opposing team went up to do free throws, we would always try to do something like that, and then as he was throwing the free throw, we would shift our hands over. Yeah, just like that. Yep, I got you. I know what you're trying to do. Butterfly flaps its wings in Madagascar, and a field goal kicker shanks it wide left. Or in this case, a football fan moves his fingers across a keyboard. I gotcha. Hey there. Yep. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out. NFL Productions. Appreciate you stopping by here. Those on the sides blowing as hard as they can. Yeah, I know. I know. Try to bring a big fan. Try to bring a big fan in with you to the stadium. 49ers on to kick this away, and that's going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Detroit Lions are going to get the ball to start at their own 25-yard line. We got 11:02 left in this third quarter here. We got Goff lining up in the gun. Now he's going to move under center. Got an I formation. Goff takes the snap. Back, looking, throwing. Caught by Laporta behind the line of scrimmage. Gets up to the 35-yard line. Pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That's going to bring up first down for the Detroit Lions. Appreciate you stopping by. Glad you like the channel. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you're new here. Got 10:33, 10:32, 10:31, 10:30 left in this third quarter. Goff in the gun, back to his right. Goff takes a snap, does a quick dump off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to roll outside, gets up to about the 45-yard line, pushed out of bounds. At about the 47-yard line. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. We are approaching the 10-minute mark left in the third quarter. So we got Goff under center. We got a back in the backfield. And now we've got a pre-snap infraction here. So we're going to hear from Clete Blakeman, again, the referee. Call offsides on the 49ers. They got Javon Hargrave, former Eagle, actually. Glad you love this here. Glad you love it here, guys. I appreciate you. So that is going to give the Lions a first down following the offsides penalty. So 1st and 10 now. Ball's on the 49ers 49-yard line. Goff under center takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to get down to about the 40. They will actually mark him down at the 41, so that is going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Detroit Lions. Ball on the 41-yard line. The 24 points the Lions have scored in the first half is the most by the Lions in the postseason since 1957. So we got Goff lining up under center, back in the backfield. Actually, I formation now. After some motion, Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to pick up the first down, gets down to about the 35-yard line. They will mark him down at the 36. So 1st and 10 for the Lions. Lions are moving the ball once again here. So we got Goff now lining up under center. We got a back in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Montgomery. Goff back, looking, throwing, going deep, overthrows Sam Laporta, incomplete. It was just out of the reach of Sam Laporta, who had to stretch out his left hand as far as he could possibly get just to barely touch the football. Incomplete. That is going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Lions. That was just narrowly out of the reach entirely of him. So we are stopped now at 8:24 left in the third quarter here. We got Goff in the gun, back in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, back looking, throws, caught by Laporta, gets down to the 30-yard line, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Lions. Clock is running. We are approaching, actually, by the time this ball gets snapped, we're going to be inside the 8-minute mark. So we got Goff now in the gun. We got it back to his right. Goff takes the snap, hands it off, and that is going to be stopped just short. Gets to about the 28-yard line, 27-yard line. They will mark him down at the 28-yard line, so that is 4th and 2. That was Amon-Ra St. Brown picking up those 2 yards there, but unfortunately was not able to get the first down. If you're a Lions fan, that's definitely unfortunate. But they're going to go for it. It's 4th and 2. We got 7:16, 7:15 left in this third quarter here. They're going to leave the offense out on the field. So we got Goff in the gun. We got it back to his left. Goff calls for the football. He's back. He's looking. Pressure coming. He's going to throw, and that is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds, and unfortunately, Josh Reynolds could not bring it in. So that is going to be a turnover on downs, and the 49ers will take over at their own 28-yard line. It was bounced off of Reynolds, and that is the first turnover on downs we've had for the Lions. It's only the second drive the Lions have had so far this game where they have not scored any points on the drive, and they were pretty close there. But it's still a 2-score game for the Lions. They are still up 24-10. I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it, Dan. I'm not disputing that, really. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, you can't blame him for the decision. Again, the Lions have been playing this game aggressively, and, I mean, realistically, at the end of the day, they don't have anything to lose because, I mean, yeah, if they lose today, it's going to hurt, but they've already had probably one of the best seasons in recent memory for the Lions. It's really, really hard to believe. Really, really hard to believe that just 15 years ago, the Detroit Lions finished up their season 0-16. And even just as recently as 2021, were 3-13-1. And now they're They're 12-5, tied for the most wins in franchise history, and they are on the doorstep of the Super Bowl if they can close this game out. So, the Lions, in my opinion, they have nothing to play for. I mean they've got a Super Bowl to play for, but if they lose, they've got nothing to lose. So they've got everything to play for. Purdy in the gun, takes a snap, dumps it off to Deebo Samuel. Samuel going to pick up the first down, gets to the 40, up to the 45-yard line. And that is going to bring up a first down for the San Francisco 49ers. The 17-yard pickup by Samuel. And it looks like we got a shaken up Lions player on this play. Check who that is. That would be Kirby Joseph, one of the safeties. So again, hopefully he's okay. So the clock stopped right now. We got 6:39 left in the third quarter here. Yeah, I'm not disputing that either. I mean, the 49ers have a solid chance to make it to the they have a solid chance to come back and win, I believe. No, the Eagles were not up on the 49ers during their first matchup. All right. Purdy in the gun, takes a snap, going deep, looking for Brandon Ayuk, incomplete. There is a flag down. Bounced off of a number of players. There was some contact. That's probably going to be PI here. We're going to check this flag, but... is that actually a catch? That's actually a catch. Brandon Ayuk caught that football. But the official threw that ball. The official threw that flag like, I don't know. We're gonna take a look at this one here. That is a catch. So they pick up the flag, first and goal. Purdy under center, takes a snap, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to get dropped in the backfield, going to lose about 3. They will credit him to the 6, so that's going to be a loss of 2 there for the Lions. I'm sorry, for the 49ers. So now we've got second and goal. 5:38, 5:37, 5:36, 5:35 left in the third quarter here. We got Brock Purdy in the gun. We got McCaffrey to his right. We got a man going in motion. Purdy takes a snap. Back, looking, throwing, incomplete. He was looking for Ayuk, and Ayuk could not haul that one in. That was into triple coverage. It was a busy end zone there, is what happened. So, it's going to bring up third and goal. Lions looking to hold the 49ers to a field goal here. 49ers looking to get just their second touchdown of this game. So, we got Purdy in the gun. We got it back to his left. Purdy takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He is throwing, and that is going to be caught by Ayuk for the touchdown. So the 49ers put another touchdown on the board here. And pending the result of the extra point, it is going to be back to a one-score game. So yeah, this is the time when a 49 or when not getting the points there deep in 49ers territory is going to come back and bite you. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. And with 5:17 left to play in this third quarter, we're back to a one-score game. We got the Detroit Lions 24, the San Francisco 49ers 17. Ouch is an appropriate word especially if you're a Lions fan. Ouch is an appropriate word. That was not a great drive for you. That was a 5-play, 72-yard drive. Took 1:41 seconds. It was going to be moving down the field pretty quickly anyway, because depending on how that Ayuk catch went, it would have been a pass interference call one way or the other. So. We're just hanging out right now. Again, if you're new here, please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. Yeah, I hear you on that one, Dan. Yep, absolutely. Never risk giving up the momentum. And the Lions have had the momentum really since the first drive of the game for the 49ers, where, I mean, the missed field goal gave the Lions the momentum. So here we go. 49 is going to kick it away, and that is going to go out of the back of the end zone to a touchback. So, Lions are going to get the ball to start on their own 25-yard line. And this has been lopsided in favor of the 49ers. 49ers have 122 yards of offense compared to the Lions, like 40-something. Goff, under center. Goff takes a snap. Hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is going to fumble the football. And they're saying that the 49ers have it. It's going to be recovered by Armstead, and the 49ers are going to go back out onto the field deep in Lions territory. Presuming this fumble stands. And you can already tell it's going to be some... Yeah, that ball, they did not have good ball security there with Gibbs, and that ball is very clearly out. It fell right into the arms of Armstead, and that is going to be a 49ers Going to be a 49ers ball at the Detroit Lions 24. First turnover by the Lions. So we got Purdy now in the gun. We got McCaffrey to his left. Purdy takes a snap, does a quick throw. That is going to be caught, but dropped in the backfield. It's going to be George Kittle. Going to lose a yard on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 11 from the Lions' 25-yard line. So now we're going to have 2nd and 11. We got 4:36 left in the third quarter here. Purdy in the gun, back to his left. Ayuk goes in motion. Purdy takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He is going to escape some pressure. He's going to take off himself. Going to pick up the first down. Gets inside the 10. Gets down to the 5-yard line before he's finally brought down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal for the 49ers. Brought down finally by Anzalone, but that was a 21-yard quarterback scramble. Pocket was collapsing around Purdy, and Purdy just kind of took off. So we got 1st and goal now. We got Purdy under center. We got a back in the backfield. Purdy takes a snap. Hands it off to Deebo Samuel. Samuel going to bounce outside and gets stopped down at the 1-yard line. And that's going to bring up 2nd and goal for the 49ers. Yep, that's a pretty clear short of the marker there. So we got 2nd and goal. Ball is on the 1. And it's really a long one. It's almost 2. Purdy, under center, takes a snap. Hands it off to McCaffrey, who is in for the touchdown. And the 49ers have taken the lead for the first time this game. Actually, no, not yet. They have not taken the lead yet. I apologize. It's 24-23 pending the outcome of the extra point here. Got Moody on to kick the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. With 3:02 left to play in the third quarter, we are all tied up again. It's 24-24. So the 49ers came out swinging in this third quarter here. We'll see whether or not the Lions are able to answer with anything better than what they've put out so far in this third quarter, because ugh is an appropriate term for a 49er for a Lions fan. Absolutely. I mean, the Lions just kind of hanging out. I mean, that was a risky move. And if it paid off, or going for it on 4th and 2, and if it paid off, it would have paid off dividends, I'm sure. But it was definitely risky, and sometimes the risk is you give up the momentum in the game. So yeah, definitely. If you're new here, please feel free to like and subscribe to Birds Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. If you are, if you've got thoughts about the game as it's going on, please feel free to drop those in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I try to engage with you as much as I can in the comments. But I always appreciate hearing from you one way or the other. Trying to come up with some great content for you in the off season. Probably going to have some conversations, especially because this is predominantly an Eagles focused channel, so we're probably going to have some conversations with some folks surrounding the Eagles the Eagles coordinator hires. Vic Fangio officially announced as the Eagles defensive coordinator on Saturday, and now reports are that Kellen Moore is also coming to the Eagles for the offensive coordinator position. So probably going to do some of that. And then there's plenty of NFL programming as well to come in the next several weeks, and at least as the offseason begins. 49ers are going to kick that away, and that is going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Detroit Lions will take over. So we got Goff lining up under center. Got a back in the backfield. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery, who's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 9. They do credit him for a yard on that. So 2nd and 9, ball's on the 26-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Got 2:45, 2:44, 2:43, 2:42, 2:41 left to play in this third quarter. Still plenty of time for either team. Goff lining up in the gun. We got a back to his left. Man in motion. Goff takes a snap. Back. Looking, throwing, firing, and that is going to be caught by Laporta. 49ers are saying they're saying incomplete. It hit the ground. Let's look at this replay here. Yeah, that is incomplete. That ball, he never really has possession of it after the hits. That is 3rd down and 9 for the Lions. So we got Goff lining up in the gun. We got a back to his right. Goff. Play clock winding down. Goff calling for the football. He's back. He's looking. He's going to fire, and that's going to be incomplete as well, looking for Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds had it, and it bounced off of him. Could not haul it in. Incomplete. 4th and 10. Lions got to shape up. If they want a chance to keep going here, I know there's still plenty of time, but they got to... That was one of those passes that's on the numbers. You're getting paid millions of dollars. You got to catch that football. Going to send Fox out to punt it away. 3 and out for the Lions. And that is going to be a big booming punt that's going to get bounced at the 1-yard line. They're saying it's a touchback. So that is... that is touched. Yeah. They might take a look at it. I don't know. I don't know, Dan. 2:01 left to play in the third quarter. It's 24-all, but the 49ers have the football. I will say this, Dan. I don't know. I don't think that because the Eagles special teams unit would not have done that nonsense. The Eagles Braden Mann has been an exceptional punter for us. So I'm looking forward to seeing him come back and looking forward to seeing him do some more punting for us next season. But special teams has been a rare bright spot on a team that hasn't had a ton of bright spots this season. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Maybe a Giants uniform. Let's find a mutual enemy. Giants uniform. Let me check something here. That is the first Lions 3-and-out of this game. That is the first 3-and-out for the Lions. Now, last drive they turned the ball over, so I mean, take that for what you will. But I don't call that a 3-and-out. I call that a turnover. And then, so this was the first 3-and-out of the game for the Lions. Yeah, Giants. Okay, we'll agree the Giants. We'll agree on the Giants. Another acceptable team would have been the Cowboys too, because I mean the Cowboys have a long history of choking in the playoffs. Long and almost 30-year history of choking in the playoffs. So. So you got 24 all, 2:01 left in the third quarter here. Purdy in the gun, takes a snap, man coming, and Purdy is going to avoid a sack, going to roll out to his left, and is going to throw, and that is caught. That is caught by Juszczyk, and that is going to be a first down for the 49ers. Yikes. Yeah, he has that. Both his feet down inbounds. Survives the ground. Incredible catch by Juszczyk there. So you got first and 10 ball on the 30. Purdy under center. Purdy takes the snap. He hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to power forward, picks up about 8 on that one there. Brings up 2nd and 2 for the 49ers. Lions defense not doing so great right now. 49ers offense taking advantage of some weaknesses after a lackluster second half, and the Lions offense not really able to get anything going after the turnover on downs and then the fumble. So Purdy under center. Purdy takes a snap, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey able to pick up the first down and gets up to about the 44-yard line. That is probably going to be, barring something crazy here, like the 49ers actually racing to the line to run a play, that'll probably be the last play of the third quarter. So we got 16, 15, 14, 13. The 49ers are jumping to the line here, so we'll see what they decide to do. If they're just going to try to draw the lines off sides. 2, 1. Nope, they're not. They're not. We got 15 minutes of play left in this game. The 49ers have tied the game up. It is 24 all. Yeah, so this has been this third quarter, it was quite the different tale. than the first half, especially the second quarter. Second quarter was all Lions. Third quarter, pretty much all 49ers. We're going to see what happens here with the final 15 minutes of play, which was very much an even game. But yeah, that third quarter had 170 yards of offense for the 49ers to 42 yards of offense for the Detroit Lions. Now, 126 of those yards came through the passing game. RS, I hear you. I appreciate you stopping by. I can definitely feel you there. I will say, especially, you can barely find any games to watch for free. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, having games, especially when when Disney moved Monday Night Football from ABC, which was a broadcast network, to ESPN, which is a pay cable network. And then you have the advent of streaming services with Amazon Prime taking on Thursday Night Football, with Peacock taking on a couple of games. Purdy takes a snap. He dumps it off to Deebo Samuel. Samuel going to get back up to the line of scrimmage, but barely. He had to fight, and he was dragging along Vildor as he did that. And I mean, yeah, I hear you, RS. I mean, yeah, the Peacock game was simply inexcusable. And Prime is not really, from a fan perspective, I can understand that concern there too. We got Purdy in the gun, 2nd and 9. Purdy takes a snap, back looking, throwing to a wide open George Kittle, who's going to get into Lions territory and get down around the 30-yard line. I'm sorry, the 45-yard line, my bad. Nope, yeah, the 30-yard line. I was right. They just hadn't updated something here I was looking at. Yeah, 1st and 10 now from the 27 is where Kittle got marked out of bounds. So we have 13, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43 left in the game, really. Purdy under center takes a snap, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to bounce outside, picks up about 5 there, gets up to the 23-yard line. So it's actually 4. So 2nd and 6. Yep, and again, I'm happy to provide the service as much as possible here for you. I mean, I say this a lot. You can watch these games anywhere. You can, I mean, a game like today, you can definitely watch on a Fox. Fox is an over-the-air network, so you can get that with a regular old digital antenna. Or you can watch it on any number of other streaming services. But if you're choosing to hang out here, I appreciate you. Again, I appreciate you hanging out, one way or the other. And again, please feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. So we're now at 2nd and 6. Ball's on the Detroit 23-yard line. We got 12:57 left in the game. We got Purdy in the gun. Got a back to his left. Purdy takes the snap. Back, looking. Pressure coming. Purdy's going to run. Purdy's going to pick up the first down. Gets inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the 49ers. So the Detroit Lions looking to get some kind of a defensive stop here. 49ers knocking on the door. Ball's on the 13. 1st and 10. Purdy under center. McCaffrey in the backfield. Purdy takes a snap, fakes the handoff to McCaffrey. Purdy back looking, has all day. Pressure coming. Purdy is sacked. That is the first sack of the game for the Detroit Lions. That costs the 49ers 7 yards. It brings up 2nd and 17, knocks them back to the 20. Clock is running. We got 11:36, 11:35, 11:34 left in the game here. Could not have come at a better time. I do not disagree with that. Purdy in the gun. Purdy takes a snap, back looking, pressure coming. Purdy's going to get sacked again. That's going to bring up 3rd and 19 yards for the 49ers. They're going to push them back to the 22. Lions defense turning it on. All night, or through 45 minutes of the game, the Lions have not been able to sack Brock Purdy. And now Brock Purdy has been sacked twice on 2 consecutive plays. Clock is running. We got 10:46, 10:45, 10:44 left in the game. Purdy in the gun. Purdy takes a snap. Back looking, throwing. That's going to be caught by Deebo Samuel, but he is not going to get anywhere close to the first down marker. Barely gets back to the 15-yard line. And that is going to bring up 4th down and 12, and that is going to send the field goal unit on for the 49ers. Most likely, unless they try to do something. Nope, they're sending Jake Moody on. So Jake Moody on to attempt his 3rd field goal attempt of the night. He's made a 43-yarder, missed a 48-yarder. This is a 33-yarder. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. So the 49ers now take the lead. It is 27-24 in favor of the 49ers. But the Detroit Lions defense looking to shoot the Lions in the arm right now in the hopes of getting some kind of a jump start on offense here. And again, I will say, after the 49ers moved the ball 65 yards on 11 plays for 7 minutes and 9 seconds, or in a 7-minute and 9-second drive, to only hold them to a field goal there is a win. If you're a Lions fan, you gotta celebrate that. Just even though the 49ers took the lead there, for the 49ers to be able to, for the 49ers to not come away on that drive with a touchdown when they were inside of the red zone and they were knocking on the door of the end zone, the fact that they were there, that's crazy. So, I mean, Lions fans should celebrate. 49ers, you can celebrate that as well, too. I mean, you guys took the lead. You haven't had a lead all game. So there's plenty to celebrate for both teams on that drive. But now the Detroit Lions are going to go to work here, and we'll see what answer they have for that. See if they're able to come up with some kind of a stop. Some kind of response here. The last time, fun fact, that the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers faced off in the postseason, was in the 1983 divisional round when the Detroit Lions lost 24-23 to the 49ers. 49ers are on to kick this away. And that is going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions will take over at their own 25. And they keep highlighting this, but the last time that these teams have faced off against each other twice. So the first time was that. The second time that these two teams faced off was in the 1957 then NFL Championship Game when the Lions defeated the 49ers after the 49ers were up 24-7 at halftime. Goff takes a snap, throws, and that is going to be that. It was almost not caught, but it was wrestled out of the hands of number 20 of the 49ers by Jamison Williams, and that is going to be a first down for the Lions. Wrestled out of the hands of Thomas there. That's going to be a first down at like the 47-yard line, 46-yard line is where he's marked down. It's a big pickup there. So Goff under center, takes the snap, dumps it off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to get into Niners territory, gets down inside the 40, down to the 36-yard line. Yeah, it was 24-7 at halftime, Dan. 24-7 at halftime in that NFL Championship game, and the Lions came back to win that one, 31-24. Goff in the gun, back to his left. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery. Then Montgomery tosses it back. Goff going deep, looking for Reynolds, and Reynolds incomplete, overthrown. I'm sorry, that was Jamison Williams there, number 9, Jamison Williams, throwing into double coverage, going deep. Was not able to haul it in there. Kind of off his hands. All right, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. There is an injured 49ers player on that. That's going to be Thomas. So we're stopping the clock now with 8:28 left in the game. You're right, Dan. Lions do need to get a touchdown this drive if they want to stay in it. But with the ball on the San Francisco 37, first thing they need is 10 yards. Again, I appreciate y'all hanging out. If you're new here, please feel free to like and subscribe to Bird's Nest Media. It really helps the channel out. We are in a commercial for an injury timeout. 8:28 left to play in the game here. Yeah, field goal's only going to tie it up, and that's going to give the 49ers a chance to march down and get their own field goal, and we'll see how much time's left in that. But yeah, for the Lions to have a chance here, they need to get a touchdown. I'm not disputing that. Yeah, Lions D kind of got worn down a little bit. I agree with you there. Kind of got a little worn down after having to deal with the everything or all that, having to deal with a 49ers offense that came out of halftime with something to prove. And the Lions offense couldn't get anything going, couldn't keep them off the field, couldn't give the defense the rest that they needed. So, yeah. That's kind of where we're at right now. So, Lions fans hoping they're going to be able to do that here. Yeah, that was through the hands of Jamison Williams. That was, unfortunately, just kind of a bad placement there. So we got 2nd and 10 now. Ball is on the 37-yard line. We're back from the commercial break. Goff in the gun, back to his left. Goff takes a snap back, looking, throwing, overthrows Jahmyr Gibbs, incomplete, brings up 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for the Lions, and the Lions, with the clock stopped at 8:24, need to get 10 yards here. Need to come up with something interesting. Take advantage of the 49ers defense's weaknesses. We'll see what they dial up. We got Goff in the gun. Montgomery to his left. Goff takes a snap back, looking, caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, gets down to the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him down there. That is not enough for the first down, so it's going to be 4th and 3. Lions have already had a 4th and 2, and were not able to convert. This is a 4th and 3, and it looks like they're going to leave the offense on the field. So big play for the Detroit Lions right here. They need to get to the 27-yard line for a first down. Ball's on the 30. We got Goff in the gun. We got an empty backfield. Goff takes a snap. Back, looking, pressure coming. Goff going to run to his right. Goff going to throw, incomplete, looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown, wildly underthrows him, and that's going to bring up a turnover on downs. And if you're a 49ers fan, you might as well start celebrating, because the Detroit Lions defense in the second half has not been as consistent as it was in the first. And that also is a statement, too, about the kicker. The Lions have zero trust in their kicker. That should be a field goal that they should try to make there. So, Purdy, under center, takes the snap, hands it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to pick up about 7 on that. Clock is running. We got 7:10 left to play in the game. 7:08, 7:07, 7:06, 7:05. So we got Purdy now lining up under center. 2nd and 3. I formation. Purdy takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back, looking, throwing. That's going to be caught by Deebo Samuel. Picks up the first down. Gets to the about the 45-yard line there. That's going to push us inside of 7 minutes. No, the Lions did not punt. They turned over on downs. So ball is on the 45 of the San Francisco 49ers. Got Purdy lining up under center with an I formation. Purdy takes a snap. Dumps it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to get up to the line of scrimmage. Gets no further. Maybe a yard. They will credit him for 2. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line. We got inside 6 minutes left to play in this game. San Francisco on the verge of knocking the Lions out of the playoffs. The Lions hoping for a big defensive stand here to give their offense another shot to march down the field. Purdy in the gun. We got McCaffrey to his right. Got a man in motion. Purdy takes a snap. Back. Looking. Pressure coming. Throws. That's going to be caught by McCaffrey, who's going to get up to midfield, maybe to the 49-yard line. That's where they will mark him down. And that is going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the 49ers. Big 3rd down right here for both teams with 5:03, 5:02, 5:01, 5 minutes left in the game. The 49ers have 2 timeouts. The Detroit Lions have all 3 if they want to use them, and they're probably starting to think about whether or not they should use them. Got Purdy lining up in the gun, split backs around him. Purdy takes a snap. Back, looking, pressure coming. Purdy running himself, going to pick up the first down, gets to the 40, gets to the 35, to the 30-yard line, down to the 27-yard line is where that's going to get marked down, actually only to the 28, but that is going to be a first down for the 49ers. Clock is running. We're at 4:20 left in the game. All right, so we are inside now. 4 minutes left to play in the game here. We got Purdy lining up under center. We got McCaffrey in the backfield. Purdy takes a snap, dumps it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to run, gets inside the 20, down to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, down at the 3-yard line is McCaffrey, and he stays inbound, so the clock continues to run. It is 1st and goal for the 49ers. Ball is on the 3-yard line. We are inside now. 3 minutes, or about 3 minutes left to play in this game here. Purdy in the gun, I formation. Purdy takes a snap, hands it off, and that is going to be in for the touchdown. Goes McCaffrey. I'm sorry, no, that's not McCaffrey. That's Elijah Mitchell. I apologize. But that doesn't matter because the 49ers put up another touchdown, and that is going to make it, pending the outcome of the extra point, going to make it 33-24 in favor of the 49ers. So now Jake Moody on to kick the extra point here. Moody. Snap, hold, kick is up and good. With 3:02 left to play in this game, the San Francisco 49ers have made it a 2-score game, 34-24. Go for 2. They could. They could have, but they did not. They chose not to. They chose for the extra points, so they clearly have confidence that they're going to be able to keep the Lions from going downfield twice in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Lions have 4 clock stoppages in which they can do that. They've got 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. A touchdown and the field goal ties this game. Christian McCaffrey getting looked at by trainers right now. The rest of the 49ers celebrating on their sideline. Juszczyk celebrating. They're going to kick it away. It's going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions will take over. Got 3:02 left. Lions have been held scoreless in the second half. Goff in the gun, back to his left. Goff takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's looking. He's firing. That is going to be incomplete. Incomplete, looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown. That is going to bring up 2nd and 10. 2:57 left in the game. Ball's on the 25-yard line. We got Goff lining up in the gun. We got Gibbs to his left. Goff calling for the football. He's back. He's looking. He's still looking. He throws. It is caught by Jahmyr Gibbs at the 29, and he's going to get, that's where he's going to get hit immediately and dropped, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Lions going no huddle here. Still doable. Goff takes a snap from the gun, back, looking, throwing. That is going to be caught for a first down. That looks to be Sam Laporta, and it is Sam Laporta. So that is a first down for the Lions. Again, they're in a little bit of a hurry-up situation here. They've got to get down the field twice. And they've got 4 clock stoppages, but they're coming up on one pretty quickly. 2:15, 2:14, 2:13, 2:12, 2:11. Goff in the gun, takes the snap, back, looking, throwing, caught by Laporta at midfield. That is a first down, and that is going to send us to our first clock stoppage for the Lions. The 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning of this game. It is the San Francisco 49ers 34, the Detroit Lions 24. Yeah, so far this game, I mean, the second half has been pretty much all 49ers. Brock Purdy went on a little bit of a redemption in the second half. He's now 20 for 31 in the passing game, 267 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. The run game, Christian McCaffrey, 90 yards on 20 carries, 2 touchdowns. The only other running back to have a carry for a touchdown was Elijah Mitchell. That was that last touchdown that they had. And then in the receiving game, you got Deebo Samuel, 8 catches on 9 targets for 89 yards. You got Brandon Ayuk as well, 3 catches on 8 targets for 68 yards and a touchdown. Steve, fake football game, you say? I mean, it was a good game it was a good game just in general. I mean, we have a game. We had a game come by. Sorry about your disappointment. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying the game just from a game standpoint. Yeah, it's for the Lions to give up a lead like that is very Eagles-esque. But I mean, 49ers, they've got. I mean, they credit to them. They fought. They fought back and they were able to power through. And the Lions weren't able to hold on. Looks like at the end they've got a shot here. So, I mean, I'm sorry about your disappointment, but thanks for stopping by and supporting the channel. We are coming back here. 49ers have scored 27 unanswered points in the second half. Detroit now has 3 timeouts, 2 minutes. Goff in the gun, takes a snap, throwing. Wide open is Josh Reynolds, and Josh Reynolds is going to get down to about the 24-yard line. Niners are absolutely a good team. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Lions. Goff in the gun, takes a snap, back, looking, throwing. That's going to be caught by Laporta. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:37 left to play in the game. And that is going to bring up a 2nd and 2. He gets out of bounds at the 16. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 2. They need to get to the 14-yard line, but really they should start thinking end zone here. End zone, and then they're going to need to recover the onside kick. So we got Goff lining up. Got a back to his right. Goff is in the gun. Goff takes a snap, back, looking, throwing, and that is going to be caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown inside the 10-yard line. It is a first down. It is 1st and goal for the Lions. Clock is running, though. We are inside of 90 seconds left to play in the game. Goff in the gun, back to his right. Goff taking a lot of time to call for this football. He's calling for it. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing. That is going to be caught, and that is going to be out of bounds. He is short of the marker. He is short of the marker by about an inch. Oh, yeah, his foot's out of bounds there at the inside the 2-yard line. So that ball is going to be placed on the 1-yard marker. It's 2nd and goal for the Lions from the 1 with a minute and 10 left to play in this game. 70 seconds. That was Ferkser on the reception there. Goff in the gun, takes a snap, back, rolling out to his right. He's buying whatever time he can. He's back, he's throwing. It is incomplete. Looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown. It was tipped and incomplete there. 65 seconds left in this game. Lions need to be thinking touchdown. And they are thinking touchdown. It is 3rd and goal. Ball is on the 1-yard line. Goff lines up under center. You got a back in the backfield. St. Brown goes in motion. Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Montgomery, who is going to get dropped in the backfield and loses 2 yards. Ball is now on the 3-yard line, and the clock is stopped now with 60 seconds left in this game. And that is going because the Lions are going to take their first timeout of the half. The 49ers also took a timeout earlier, so I'm taking a timeout off of their stats here. But yeah, we are at 60 seconds. If the Lions score here, it's going to come down to the onside kick. It is 4th and 3, so they could send the kicker out. But they're going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to try for the touchdown now, so they don't have to try for the touchdown if they recover the onside kick in a minute. Goff in the gun, takes a snap, back, looking, pressure coming, Goff throwing, and that is caught by Williams for the touchdown in the back of the end zone with 56 seconds left. And we are now at a 1-score game. We're at a 1-touchdown game, actually, pending the result of the extra point. Now they are sending they're sending the kicker out, so they are going to kick the point after here. Snap hold kick is up and good. With 56 seconds left to play in this game. We are a field goal away from tying if you're the Lions. 34-31. But now we have the onside kick that needs to be attended to. And I don't think there's been a successful onside kick recovery yet this season. So for the Lions, no time like the present to start. For the 49ers, they're hoping to keep that streak going. Lions lining up for the onside kick. 49ers has 7 guys at the 10-yard spot. And now the 49ers are going to take their second charged timeout of the half. So they have 1 remaining. If the Lions recover the onside kick, they need a field goal to win. If the 49ers recover the onside kick, it is game over. Might be a case of too little, too late for the Lions here, but again, it's all contingent upon what Badgley is able to do with this onside kick. The Lions are 0 for 3 on onside kicks this season. Badgley on to kick it away. And he does. Kicks it over to the right side. And that is going to be bounced down inside of the Niners' 45-yard line, but that is going to be game. George Kittle recovers it, and that is going to be game. That's going to send the 49ers. They're going to take 2 knees, and that will do it. That was pretty close, actually. And that's actually an illegal touching anyway by the Lions, so they might even throw a flag here on that. Yeah, they're throwing the flag on that because that is illegal touching by the Lions. It was touched down about a yard short of the 10-yard marker. So, yeah, he that's touched a yard short of the marker there. So it's got to go 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it, and unless a receiving team member touches it first, and they were not able to do that, so they're going to get nailed. The Lions are going to get nailed for illegal touching. And realistically, that's going to do it for this game. They were close. They were absolutely close. But now the 49ers will get the ball at the Lions' 43-yard line. 44-yard line, it looks like. And they're resetting the clock here, so it's 55 seconds actually on the clock. But Purdy's going to line up for the knee. He's got an I formation going. They're running a play. I don't know why they're running a play here. They just sit on it twice. Okay. Oh, so the Lions are actually taking timeouts. So, okay. Lions are taking their second charge team timeout. So, 49ers have to get a first down here. Bettors are happy, yep, because the 49ers opened as dogs in this game here, I believe. I could be wrong about that. I don't fully monitor the betting scheme, so yeah. All right, so Purdy, it's 2nd and 8. Purdy is lining up in under center with an I formation. Purdy taking the snap, handing it off. Going to get stopped just short of the 40-yard line, and that is going to bring up 3rd and 6. And that will cause the the Niners were favored by 7. Okay. So they won, but they didn't cover the spread. That's why they're happy. Okay. All right, so 3rd and final timeout for the Lions here. We are stopped at 47 seconds. 49ers get a first down here. It's game over. Purdy, under center, I formation. 3rd and 6. Ball is on the 41-yard line of the Lions. Purdy takes a snap, hands it off to Elijah Mitchell, and Mitchell is only going to get to the line of scrimmage, down to the 40-yard line, but that is going to bring up 4th and 6. There does have to be one play run, but it's looking like the Lions are going to get bounced out here because there's only about a 2-second difference between the play clock, so the 49ers are going to run this down as much as possible, and then they're going to run a single play. Yeah, I don't really follow the betting. I try to get an understanding, especially when the Eagles are playing, about who's the dog and who's favored. But yeah, 49ers are going to take a delay game here, so they run that clock down to 1 second. But the San Francisco 49ers, looking like they are about to, barring anything crazy, are going to Super Bowl 58, where they will take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep, Purdy takes a snap, takes the knee, and that will do it, folks. This game is over. The Super Bowl has been set. We have a final score. The San Francisco 49ers coming back from a 3-score deficit at halftime to win the game 34-31. And for the San Francisco 49ers, they are moving on to take on the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 58. And that's going to be an exciting matchup, I'm sure, for everybody who's going to be watching it. I know I'll be watching it at least. For the Detroit Lions, while the season ends in heartbreak, this is already a victory for them, who just 2 seasons ago were 3-13. Last season ended 3-13-1. Last season ended 9-8. This season, 12-5, tied for the most wins in franchise history, and going on to and winning the NFC North, hosting a couple of playoff games. This season, for Lions fans, you can take solace. This is already a winning season for you. This is a big victory for you guys, and for the Lions, there's nowhere to go but up. But for the 49ers, they were able to turn it on in the second half, come out swinging, be able to overcome the deficit, overcome a huge mountain that they had to climb to get back into this game, and they very much did. And they shut the Lions down for the better part of the second half, and they earned their spot in Super Bowl 57. And that is huge. Does this transfer the curse from Washington to San Francisco? Good question. No idea. We'll have to find out in future seasons. Who knows? Washington still has to deal with its new owner problems, though. It's still got to deal with it's got to find a head coach before they can settle on that. But again, there's a lot to celebrate for both teams, even though the 49ers are the ones that are going to be advancing. 49ers have a lot to celebrate, certainly that. They redeemed themselves from last season. We've got Brock Purdy, who is the lowest drafted quarterback ever to make the Super Bowl, drafted with the last pick of the NFL draft last season. And he is on his way to starting in Super Bowl 58, just in his second season. But for the Lions, again, season ends in heartbreak, but they won the NFC North for the first time in a long time. Ford Field hosted 2 playoff games for the first time in history. And they've got a promising season. They've got a promising future for them, so we'll see how things pan out. But for Lions fans, again, this is Lions fans, 49ers fans, you got a lot to celebrate. Both of you. So, but 49ers were just the better team tonight. Certainly the better team when it mattered most. That's what differentiated them and sent them off to the Super Bowl. So, that's where we're at. So, I appreciate all of you for hanging out. I can't say this enough. Birds Nest Media would not be here without you. And I alluded to this, I think I alluded to this a couple weeks ago when the Eagles were in, or when the Eagles were eliminated from the wild card, but we crossed 250 subscribers in a year, which I consider a win. In a very, very heavily populated space. I consider that a win for this channel, and that's a win because you guys made that happen. I'm just here talking into a camera, but you guys are the ones who bought in. And you guys are the ones who said, yep, I will subscribe to this guy and I will give him our support. And that I really appreciate that. And this is, I was saying this earlier, probably, barring something crazy, going to be the last stream that we have. Last game stream that we have. I will most likely not be streaming the Super Bowl. And while there is a non-zero chance that I am going to be streaming the Pro Bowl, it's also very unlikely. So the next game stream that we'll have probably will not happen until the preseason comes around in August. There will be some opportunities, I'm sure. I'll probably have a couple of things, especially around schedule release. The NFL draft, I'll certainly be streaming that. But, I mean, at this particular moment in time here, we're gonna be switching now more towards like off-season content. So definitely keep it locked here, and just I appreciate you. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. Please feel free to share. Really helps the channel out. And again, I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all tuning in here. Dan, I appreciate you chiming in the comments here and helping to keep the silence from being too silent. I appreciate you leaving your comments and everybody for leaving your comments as well. Yeah, we definitely don't want the Lions to be a flash in the pan. They're an interesting team. They'll be a good team. And it's now on them to see if they're going to be able to sustain that. And yeah, everybody else, you have a great night. This has been a championship weekend to close out live streaming here on Birds Nest Media for the 2023-24 NFL season. Next time I see you guys live probably will be around draft time. But I appreciate you all for tuning in. I am Joe Donahue. Thanks for tuning in to Birds Nest Media. Let's go.